Welcome back to Flashback Friday on FS19. This is almost a farm, but this time we are on one of my game saves that eh, I've already got it a little more like what I like. As you see, we've changed out our we've got a John Deere combine instead of that old one that comes in the game, and we've got a John Deere tractor hooked onto the grain or onto the trailer that we're going to be putting the corn into. And it, I just got started on connecting fields 15, 14, and 13 together when I realized the corn was ready to be harvested. And I do have chickens on here. I haven't got the cows yet, but I got rid of the sheep pen to give us a little bit more money, and that way I can also mow all of the grass where the sheep pen's supposed to be for making bales of hay for the cows when we get them. I I did some baling. As you see, I left the plow right where I was when I realized that the corn was ready for harvest. Uh, oh, we're getting AI corn. That's always good to get some AI corn. It it's like, yes, it don't show up, but when you run the header when it's on across it, it'll give you some extra corn. So that's why I say the AI corn is always a good thing. Well, it don't even have to be corn. Whatever crop is you're harvesting, if you get some, it's always nice to be able to have that extra harvest. And one crop I forgot to mention on last week's video is you can also raise mustard on this map. as well. And big shout out to a few people. One is Texas Ginger Girl and Old Gamers Lane and Wayne and Eden. M. Fortin, there, and Why Not Gaming, and Eden. Several others. Their links will be in the description. Once I get this video uploaded, or at least get the upload started, then I can go get their links and put them in the description. Along, and let's hear another one I want to give a big shout out to is Lab, or as I call her, my model Lab. And oh god, oh uh, shoot, I forgot her YouTube username now of another one that I'm was wanting to give a shout out to. Uh, Shoot, I'll probably think of it after I get done with the recording. But anybody who I'm really wanting to give a shout out to, their links will be in the description. They're all big supporters of for my channel and everything. So I hope everybody has a good weekend, and I've noticed that there's like 82% of the people who are watching are not subscribed. And it, oh gosh, I forgot what else I was gonna talk about because I didn't make me some notes of what else I was wanting to talk about. I guess that's what I get for for not doing what I was thinking about doing. I thought about making notes, but no, I didn't do that. Let's see, how full are we? 95%. Let's just run a little bit down this edge. Try to get rest weight to 100%. And of course, the trailer was one of the first things I changed out. Well, 99%, that's close enough. And then I changed out the tractor and then finally changed out the combine and headers and the, of course, a lot of that was from I made the money to change them out by mainly doing the contracts and of course selling whatever little crops we've had, combining the money, and then of course I did take a little bit of a loan out. I still have the original barn that they start you off with, and I also, let's see, what else have I done? Well, I've got the original plow they start you off with. Um, Shoot, I believe I also got the seed tanks on the farm to where I can refill my seed and fertilizer without buying it from the shop. That was part of the reason why I got the loan, was to be able to get those. And this profile, I'm I don't have everything quite the exactly the way I normally set it up, but it's getting there. I couldn't find the profile I was looking for. I'm wondering if that means I accidentally deleted it or not. I'm sorry if you can hear that dinging. That's Discord going off. I can I can tell by the different dings which is which between YouTube notifications and Discord. notifications. I I've had a conversation with a couple of people this morning and on Discord, and we were talking back and forth, and then it's like they had a errand to go do, so they may have just got back from doing their errand, and this is Wednesday morning as I'm recording this. It's 8:39 a.m. and it it's kind of a chilly morning still here in it's 38 degrees right now. And OBS is looking good. No drop frames. And no skip frames, and rendering frame megaseconds or rendering or all staying in the normal range. I think the highest I've seen was like 3.2 megaseconds for rendering, which isn't bad. Where it gets bad when it gets up like above 7 megaseconds for rendering is where when it starts getting bad. For those that don't know anything about OBS rendering, that because I know a lot of my friends, well, they're about 50-50. Some of them are on console, some are on PC, and it, some of them use different. Some of the PC people use different recording systems than OBS. Uh, I know a few that do use OBS, or they know what I'm talking about. I don't know how many of them have at least two monitors to where they can keep an eye on OBS while recording or doing live streams. 88%. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make it all the way up to the end or not before we get full. I'm not worried about the stuff I'm leaving behind I want to make sure I collect any of the AI corn over here on the left side. Because I can always come back down if to get the rest. Oh, this is the second hopper. Full. Green tank hopper, whichever you prefer to call it. I've heard locals even call them different. None of the locals even call them the same thing. It mainly depends just how they were raised to call it, and it's just like calling it a combine or calling it a harvester. It's the same thing, just depending which you're raised to call it or what your preference is to call them. It's all up to a person to decide on their own which way they prefer calling it, and how they're raised to call them. And since I've heard it called both from the local farmers when as I was growing up, that's the reason sometimes I'll call it the combine, sometimes I'll call it the harvester, and sometimes I call it the grain tank, sometimes I call it the holding tank, whatever. Different people call them different things. That's all it is. Oh, let's see. We're at 23 minutes. And be sure to check out the links that in the description, and if you leave the people a comment on a video or live stream, you can mention my name. That way they'll know how you found out about them, their channels, and everything. Well, let's see. It had a 8% extra. So that would have definitely have been basically the same amount because that first load or that first grain tank load, it was almost completely full. So, and that second one was completely full. So, uh, it's just kind of morning where I'm really eh, just not fully awake yet. And of course, do I didn't sleep much last night. Okay, we got whatever little corn they gave us. Okay, let's see. Corn, which is in the last column, and best price 611 842 is the best price. I don't remember ever delivering to there before. So I'll tag that and let's bring up the map. Okay, that's up from the farm. Okay. Uh, one of the two entrances. It, I really find it kind of odd that they're it got the AI traffic running so slow to where the tractors and stuff drive faster than the cars. Of course, they don't really have speed limit signs, and posted. So, but it's like some of the traffic is running quicker than others on one side of the farm. They seem like they drive a little quicker, and then it's like on this side, it seems like they're only doing about 10 miles an hour, and the other side seems like they're running about 15. Well, there's 29 minutes. I think I want to go ahead and call it a video here and take care. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye now.